Hello. Thank you for clicking play and taking time for you. I'm Heidi Sherwin. This is a practice that can be great to do before bedtime as you're getting ready to hop into bed. The postures are going to be focused on the lower back, down into the hips, into the legs, to the feet, to help ground some of our energy as we near nighttime. Also, the postures are going to help alleviate some of the muscle tension we gather during the day. So you can release some of that so that there's a little less muscle aches and discomforts as you get into bed. The series altogether will help guide the mental activity to a more slower pace. So again, the mind and body are getting more attuned to wanting to sleep. So we'll be pretty much seated or on our backs for this sequence. You might like to have a blanket, like I'm sitting up on a blanket right now. If you would like to sit up on that as well. You may also wish to have some pillows nearby. Maybe just 2 throw pillows or bed pillows would be great for some of the postures. Another piece of prop you might like to have is like an eye pillow. If when we're on our back, you would just like to place an eye pillow over your eyes to start again that kind of relaxation response of kind of moving from the periphery of activity during the day to tuning into you and drawing in nighttime energy. All right, so if you're ready, we're going to start in a relaxed butterfly shape. And soles of the feet will be facing each other. Here is where you might like to bring some pillows in, maybe to support underneath the thighs and knees. Some of these postures you might notice could easily be transferred into bed. You don't have to be on the floor in your room or family room, but like this one and the next few postures, you could do right in bed and then gradually fall right into sleep. But let's start here by bringing our hands down to the feet and giving yourself a very gentle foot massage. I like to do this every night. Doesn't need to be long, but I'll put a little lotion. Sometimes essential oils I'll drop in there as well. If you like that, you could try that too. And just giving my feet a little love from all the journeying through the day. And as you're massaging and moving around your feet, you can use your thumbs like a little walking meditation into your feet, saying hello to the toes, giving each one a little squeeze, walking your feet around to the balls of the feet, into the arches of the feet. If there's an area that's asking for just a little more care, maybe spend some time. You could circle the fingers around or just a gentle pressure into the feet. When we give care to the feet, there's a tuning in of our nervous system that kind of starts this down-regulated process, right? From all the up-regulated activity we might do during the day, kind of shift down into a slower mode, moving more towards sleepy time. Giving the feet a little love is like starting to put on the brakes. All right, so moving from your feet, start to walk your hands real gently, and I'm just giving like a little squeeze and hug. So you can just give a little squeeze and hug up to the lower legs, right around the calves, and maybe just a couple times back down towards the ankles, and then back up the calves. And it doesn't have to be too tight or tense. Right, and releasing that. Wonderful. Next time you walk your way up, pause for a moment, hands resting to the knees. Right. And then help the knees, scoop them up. Right. Let's transition to a seated pose with shins crossed. So whichever shin you'd like, crossing in front of the other. Resting hands onto the knees again. And now starting to move the torso in circles, really unwinding from your day. You might like to even close your eyes here. Churning away the activity of the day. Great. Next time around, find a pause so you can circle the other way. Right. Maybe allowing the shoulders and the head to get more involved here. Right. Next time around, again, find neutral, sitting up comfortably tall. And from a cross shin position, lean back slightly to kick out your feet. Now with legs out comfortably long, feet can be close together, a little further apart. We'll move into a side bend. Resting your right hand off to the side, reaching up with your left. And now side bending over. You might like to take the neck for a gentle ride, looking up, looking down. Or it might feel nice just to gaze down or up in one direction. Perhaps you start to notice the rhythm and movement of your breath. And now resting into the right hand, picking it up, lowering it down with the left side. Reach up with your right arm now and lean over to your left, putting just a little weight into that left hand. Maybe the elbow bends. And again, feel free to add that rhythm and movement into the neck. Or just keep the gaze moving in one direction. And within the shape, noticing any amount of movement of breath. Not trying to change the breath. It's simply an opportunity to notice what's already happening. And now pushing down with the left hand, come on back up. Great. And now lowering your hands to the tops of the legs. With your breath now, as you breathe out, a gentle breath out as you slide your hands down the legs, maybe across the shins, and then inhale, sit back up. A couple times back and forth, finding some rhythm and repetition. Exhaling as you gently rock forward. Inhale as you sit up. And you may notice kind of moving the hands down the legs offers a little massage to the legs. At the end of the day, this might feel nice, just like you did for the feet, sending energy down into the body, soothing the legs from all the activity of your day. How about 2 more times, rocking forward and back up. Forward and back up. Right. Pausing here, allow sensation to be part of the experience. Maybe you notice from the back and forth a little tingling in your hands, so you might like to sit with that sensation. Or maybe there's a quality from the rocking back and forth that now that you're a little more still, notice the waves of movement slow down a bit. Just notice what you notice, being present here. And now shifting over to the left. Shift a little to the left, moving your feet over to the right. Getting ready for a twisting pose. If you were seated on a blanket like me, you can set that off to the side. Right. So feet are over to the right. You're leaning a little more onto that left hip. Left foot can be under your thigh or feel free to pop it out. Right. And now invite the right hand to rest towards that left leg. Gently start to turn from the belly up through the ribs, chest, shoulders, and any amount invite the neck to turn, moving your gaze over the left shoulder. You might even like to drift your eyes over to the left. Noticing the rhythm of 2 more breaths here. And unwinding from that twist. Right. Kicking your legs back out. We'll move that to the other side, shifting over into your right hip as you move your feet over to the left. The right foot, it might be comfortable to keep it tucked under the thigh or pop it out. You might even like, depending on how it feels in your hip and knee, to stretch out your left leg. Right? So to set up for the twist on this side, bringing the left hand to rest gently onto the right leg, and then moving slowly, gradually, turning the belly, the ribs, shoulders and chest. And then the neck can follow along and maybe drift your eyes looking to the right. End of the day, nothing to push or force, being gentle with yourself here. There might be an urge to really want to crank and turn the body into your twist, but back out of that edge just a little bit. Soften the twist. Let the breath shape the pose. And then let that be, let it go. Coming out of your twist, once more kicking out your legs. Right. So from here, let's lower onto the back. So coming onto your back. Again, you might like to have some pillows nearby. But as you lower down, taking a moment to first just land the feet into the ground. Knees can be bent. Maybe notice the shoulder blades beneath you. Give them a little snuggle and a shift so it feels almost softer, settled into the back body. Right. And then arms rest by your side. Palms can rest down. We'll do a bridge flow and then hold the bridge just for a bit. So landing into your feet, allowing the hands and arms to rest to the earth, ground the back of your shoulders down. And gently inhale, press the feet down, lift the hips up any amount. Exhale, set it back down. And the height doesn't matter. Listen to how it feels. Inhale, lift the hips any amount. Moving into a little back bend, stretching slightly along the thighs. Exhale, release it down. Take 3 more for you. Breathing in as you lift the hips. Breathing out as you lower. Last one. Right. And now this time, get ready to hold the shape. So now lifting the hips up. And when you hold the shape, give yourself permission, if needed, to shift and readjust. You could walk your shoulder blades a little closer together. You may even like to adjust the feet slightly. And then once you feel comfortable here, allow things to ground down. A gentle press to the back of the head, back of the shoulders, arms, hands to feet. And then allow for some lift and rise. There's just a little more effort into this pose. It's like we're giving just a little oomph at nighttime, that last little oomph in the day. Tire the body out. And then let that be, let it go. Take it on down. If you snuggle the shoulder blades toward each other, wiggle them back out. Okay. Now with your right leg, invite your right leg in. You might like to hold on to the back of the hamstring, or if it's comfortable, you could even hold the shin. Left leg can stay bent with foot to the floor, or feel free to stretch that all the way out, lengthening the leg. And now just settle in. Here's the shape, greeting it for you. And perhaps you start to notice a little wandering of the breath. And now with your right foot, release the leg, letting the right foot come down to the ground. Bring your left foot in to meet the right if you extended it. We'll repeat that on the other side. So now invite the left leg in, holding the hamstring or the shin. You can keep the right knee bent or extend the leg all the way out, leg heavy to the earth. Holding the left leg somewhere where it's most comfortable for you. Knowing that even having the arms out to the side is a great possibility. Just holding the leg up in space. And then the breath comes in as part of the experience. Nothing to rush. No crazy moves here. Nothing complicated at nighttime. Gentle, easy movements as we get ready for bed. And now let's lower the left foot down. Bring your right foot back in to meet it. Now with your right leg, invite your right ankle, outer ankle, onto the left thigh. And we'll take the arms out to the side, maybe even in cactus pose, so bending the elbows about 90 degrees, or just keep them way out wide in a T position. So arms can stay anchored, trying to create a little length and broadening across the chest to the shoulders. Right legs gently dropping away from the trunk of the body. It could feel nice to keep the left foot down. Just being in this shape, you can rock it out a bit, massaging across the back of the hips. Or if you want to explore the shape a little more, you could lift the left foot off the ground just enough. It does start to add some stretch and pull sensation around that right leg. So honor the shape for you. Again, nothing too forced, too challenging at night. Allowing the shapes to kind of alleviate and move out tension instead of creating more tension. And now releasing the left foot down. Right leg for a moment, just reach it up any amount, lengthen the leg. It's okay to keep it bent, or if it feels good, give it a little stretch. Maybe even wiggle the ankle around, wiggle the toes. And now bending the right knee, right foot will find the earth. Resettle just a little bit, and we'll repeat that on the other side. Left ankle to the right thigh, inviting this left leg to fall gently open. And this could be a great place to land, just being in the shape, slowing things down. You could even rock and sway the hips a bit. Or add the element of lifting the right foot off the ground, right thigh comes towards the trunk of the body. Again, listen to sensation on this side. Lowering the foot whenever you'd like. Maybe a little rock out again. And now with right foot resting still to the earth, taking your left leg, stretching it up comfortably long, and a little bend to the knees is a-okay. Giving a little twirl out through the ankle, wiggling the toes, inviting in a bit of inversion down the left leg. And then letting that be, bending the left knee, left foot finds the earth. Both feet back to the earth. Right. And now bringing both thighs towards the belly. Hands can hold on to the hamstrings or maybe to the shins. And gently invite the thighs to rest towards the belly. Maybe a little pulse, slow pulse feels good. Thighs in and away from the belly. Or here you might even like to rock a bit. Give yourself permission, just explore. And maybe just holding still is best in this moment. But listen to what you would like to do. Giving yourself some creative freedom to soothe the body and ease the mind as you get ready for bed. And now slowing any activity of movement, bringing the feet back down to the ground. If you have pillows nearby, now would be a great time to reach for them. We're going to go back to butterfly legs, so allowing the soles of the feet to face each other as you allow the knees to fall out. Pillows under the legs are a great support here. I even like to walk my feet a little further away when I'm taking this resting shape of the legs. Now with the pillows supporting the outer legs, invite the legs to fall as much as they're comfortable, knowing that another pillow might make this better too. And then resting the hands maybe gently down onto the belly, or if it's more comfortable, arms can rest out to your side. And here, inviting the eyes to close, or if you'd like them to stay open, a very soft, gentle gaze. Settling here, noticing the ground holding you up. So can you release a little more weight into the floor beneath you? And as the body continues to settle and release in the shape, turn your attention slightly to the breathing body, to that rhythm of inhalation and exhalation. And once you catch the awareness of the passing tide of your breath, I'm going to introduce a counting breath that encourages a longer exhale. And a longer exhale can help tap in more to our relaxation response. And the relaxation response triggers that effect in our nervous system for rest, digest, restore, rejuvenate. So if simply just watching your breath is where you want to stay, watch the rhythm and tide. If you'd like to follow along with the counting breath, after your next exhale, inhale smoothly to a count of 3. 1, 2, 3. And exhale down to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 3, 1, 2, 3. Exhale down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 1, 2, 3. Exhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If it's comfortable, continue at that pace and rhythm. If at any time this breathing ratio is not comfortable for any reason, just let it go. Let the body find its own pace and cadence. And taking 2 more rounds. Inhaling 1, 2, 3. Exhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 1, 2, 3. Exhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale comfortably full, however full that needs to be for you. And then out through the mouth, a long, soft, gentle sigh. You might wish to do that again. Inhale comfortably full. Exhale, sigh out through the mouth. And allow your breath now to find its own natural pace and rhythm. Wherever your hands are resting, invite them to your outer legs, helping your legs back up to neutral, feet back to the floor. From resting on your back, might feel nice to once again hug the knees in towards the belly, hands on the shins or on the hamstrings. Now gently rock over to one side. Slowly rolling to one side. And then ease your way up into a comfortable seat. And as you find a comfortable seat here, just a moment, again, as you're preparing for bed, from that gentle activity of yoga, rest your hands to your legs. Feel free to have eyes softly open or close the eyes. A moment of gratitude for this time of transition, the end of your day. Preparing to get into bed, if not already there. And the gratitude that now is the time to fully rest and release. Release the activities and tasks and obligations of your day. And turn your care and attention to you. Knowing that right now the only thing needed is to be resting in the bed. And gratitude for no more calls to action. I appreciate your time and energy. Wishing you sweet dreams and a good night's sleep. Thank you so much, friends.